Oh, excuse me. Good morning. Happy Monday. Cheers. So it's Monday and it's a little chillier out this morning than the last couple of days that we've had. And that's okay. Like I've already kind of like this back door where I'm in the kitchen right now. Excuse me. And the back door I have had cordoned off all winter long. Like I had a blanket on one side of the door and I had a blanket on the other side of the door and a towel in front of it. And since it warmed up the last couple of days, I have since taken those things down. So everything is open. Not really open, like the door's not open, but I don't have like the extra blankets protecting the door from letting the cold in. So it is what it is. I'm just cold. I've got an extra blanket in the kitchen. It is what it is, especially on a Monday, right? I know we were all excited for the warmer temperatures, and that's great. And now we have, look, spring is all about going back and forth. And so when people say, oh, well, it shouldn't be doing this, it does exactly this every single year. It doesn't matter. So, so yeah, when you say, oh, it shouldn't be snowing or it shouldn't be doing all of this, it's just changing. It's the weather changing back and forth and trying to figure it out, right? Um, and then sometimes it even snows in May and April and then May. So that's why they tell us here in this area that we live in, Midwest, nope, Central, we're in the middle of the United States. Right here, we're not supposed to plant really anything until like after Mother's Day weekend. I got popcorn from last night in my teeth. So, so we don't plant anything until after Mother's Day weekend because it could frost up through the middle of May. Either way, it's Monday. Are you up and you're doing stuff? That's what the theme of every day is. And the kid of mine, she doesn't really understand that's the theme of every day. And so she woke up, I woke her up this morning, took her half an hour to wake up, blah, blah, blah. She's like, whatever, kid. Just get up so we can get around and get going. So the kid and the husband, or the husband took the kid off to school. So now I'm doing this. And I've got a plethora of things on my plate today. Currently, I'm looking up can koozies, not for coffee mugs, but for like a pop can, a water bottle, whatever, with the male genitalia member on the can koozie because it's been requested several times. And you would think, once as a fluke, maybe. It's been requested several times. So I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do a can cozy with the male genitalia on the front of it, or the whole thing is it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I can't even post pictures to ask opinions of which one I should pick. Maybe I should send some pictures to some people and say, hey, what do you think? In fact, I took a whole bunch of screenshots this morning of this thing to make. Either way, so, morning, David. I finished up my other male member clothing items over the weekend. I'm so excited. So I don't remember if I showed everyone this, but this is the first one that I made, and it's Superman, and it's super cool, and it's got a drawstring so you can cinch it up if you want. I don't think it's ever going to be that tight, but I made sure that it was cinchable so it can hold itself in place. Also, this is probably the better one. They're both great. Neither one is better than the other. But I made disguise glasses. You know how you put the disguise glasses on? It's got the mustache so people can't recognize you. Made it. Look at that. And I got a mustache hanging there. It's a mustache with glasses. So the glasses are a new crochet pattern I just found yesterday. And there was several different types of glasses in this tutorial of glasses. So I made the eyeballs. That's a new pattern. Knitted eyeballs. That was pretty great. And crocheted glasses, which I just attached to the eyeballs. So they're just hanging out there. No like frame earpieces, but got that and got that. So together it looks like this. I'm going to show you because that's what I do. I don't even care. And it's got the cincher too, so you can cinch it right up. I don't even care. I sent pictures to the recipient who will be picking them up momentarily. Not today, but he'll be picking them up. And yeah, he's ecstatic for them. He says they're phenomenal. Epic, I think is the word he used. Epic. Because I can create anything, right? And whatever I did not expect these eyeballs and glasses to turn out so well, because the last one I did with eyeballs on it did not have glasses, but this is freaking phenomenal. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm up and I'm trying to figure out what to do next. And I think that can koozie with the male genitalia is up on the docket next. I need to start making cookie dough here pretty soon because I've got an extensive amount of cookies going out here in the next couple of weeks. But before the cookie dough, I'm going to take a couple of days and create this other thing. And when I'm creating stuff, and I get why pattern makers take some time to create things, because when I'm creating stuff, it takes me a minute. It takes me a minute to figure it out, to put it together. I probably spent all day yesterday. I spent all day. In fact, I didn't do anything with this yesterday at all. I spent all day yesterday on this. I spent all day on the eyeballs and the ring. It's that eye cord that I learned how to make. It's the eye cord, and it's like like the drawstrings that you get in your hoodie. That's what it is. So I made one, and because it's a little bit more sturdy, and that's what I wanted. But I spent all day yesterday on specifically this, and so it takes some time to get things done and to figure out how you're going to do it. I didn't know how the hell I was going to do that mustache, but I figured it out. I didn't know how I was going to do the eyeballs or the glasses, but I figured it out. Thank God for Google and Googling patterns. And luckily for me, the patterns for the eyeballs and the glasses, totally free. So excited about that. So, and they have YouTube videos for everything else. So, I'm probably going to look up some videos and start getting stuff done, because that's the name of the game. Getting stuff done every single day, no matter what. Some days you don't feel like getting up and getting stuff done, and some days you do. So, remember that energy you had on Friday? Did you bring it to Monday with you? You got to bring that energy with you on from Friday to Monday so you can feel better for yourself. And I'm not saying that everyone's got to have a good Monday, but if you can, it's up to you. You get up every day and you get to decide, am I going to have a crappy day or am I going to have a good day? It's on you. Crappy stuff can continue to happen all day long, but your attitude doesn't have to mirror the crappy stuff that's going on all day long. Cheers. Yeah, crappy stuff's going to happen every day. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, what you're doing. Crappy stuff can happen. How you react to it, how you respond to it, is what makes you the you that you want to be. You are the main character in your own life. No matter what, you are the main character. You are the headline in your story. So do you want to be the villain and you're all the time? Or do you want to be happy-go-lucky all the time? It's on you. It's up to you. It's whatever you decide. And you can decide, I'm going to have a great day. And then stuff happens and you're like, well, take a deep breath. Move on. Not everything that's crappy that happens needs your attention. And even if it does need your attention, you can generally get it figured out quickly, quite quickly, and move on. So you don't have to deal with it anymore. So, on a Monday, find your things to feel grateful for. I've been a little congested, so I'm grateful this morning that I had some stuff last night to take. Is that Coricidin, HBP, high blood pressure, HBP. But I took some of that last night because I was coughing kind of excessively all day. Like things were draining and stuff. So I'm grateful that I'm alive, I'm awake, and that Coricidin really helped me sleep last night because I needed it. And I can feel it. That stuff, like, because the weather's changing. It's up, it's down, it's all over the place. So as long as the weather continues to keep changing, once it evens out, after April or May, once it starts evening out, you won't maybe have a lot of this stuff going on. But while it's going on, you can take stuff to help you get through it. And that's what we do. We take that Coricidin HBP, and it helps dry some of that stuff up so you're not coughing consistently, because that will wear you out too. So I'm having a little bit of problem breathing this morning, but that's because I'm stuffed up. So maybe it's a good thing I'm not doing cookies today. I'm not mixing up dough today. I'm just going to be messing with yarn. Also, be your own magic. Find your own magic. Doesn't matter what day you're on. Doesn't matter if it's Monday, if it's Wednesday, if it's a Friday. It doesn't matter. Be your own magic, because why the fuck not? As long as you're being your own magic and you're in your own authentic self. Can others say bullshit? Sure they can. Do you have to listen to it? Absolutely not. You can still be your own magic. Doesn't matter what the other naysayers say. Let them naysay on their own. They got naysaying to do. Walk away. It's on you. Also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And other things, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, get stuff done that you want to get done. I got these things done. These are my, willy warmers that I just showed. I got stuff done because tomorrow isn't promised to anybody. So as long as it's not, I'm going to get up and do stuff. There are days that I don't feel like being my own sunshine. There are days that I feel like, I don't want to do anything. And I take those days and I do a little bit less. I still do stuff, but I do it with less intensity, less speed and stuff. So just find your balance. That's probably the biggest thing, is finding your balance in whatever it is that you are doing for yourself. Right. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Monday. I'm going to get off of here and start working on these can koozies, because apparently they're in high demand. So everyone have a great Monday. I know you hate it, but you know what? I love it. And even if I was still at the factory, I would still love Mondays, because why the fuck not? Right? Right. Everyone have a great day. Misty